I have a chieftain of the APC, Mr. Tunji Ariom, also a lawyer. Abayomi, I'm sorry, Mr. Tunji Abayomi, and Mr. Liberos Oshoma, a lawyer and a political analyst. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming on the program tonight. Let me begin with you, Mr. Abayomi. This is your party, and we heard the president. He did say he wants to fight corruption. With this Mainagate case, what kind of public PR do you think that this government has on this? And you heard what Mr. Adeshina just said.
Well, there's no problem, really.
Really?
Yeah. It's only one instance as compared to many other instances of successful assault on corruption. I think it's important to appreciate that the level of commitment of fighting corruption has been outstanding in this government. There has never been a time in the history of this country since 1960 when a government confronted corruption, for example, in the armed forces. It's taken for granted that heads of the military or the armed forces could do literally anything. There has never been a time in the history of this country in which a Supreme Court justice is charged to court. So there are lots of effort to deal with Nigerians' gravest and most serious neurosis. And the fact that we have an imperfect situation or imperfect reaction to a particular person, I don't think should shake our faith in the government.
Mr. Oshoma, the woman did say, I briefed the president about this matter, and I advised him about the implication of having this man back, especially on the anti-corruption war. With all of these things that played out, the reaction, the body language that we have seen, not in matter of conjecture now, Mr. Oshoma, from the facts on the table, what can you make of it?
It's very, very, very unfortunate that, having lived close to 50 years in Nigeria, to a very large extent I can say, I have seen government, come and go. And I feel very sad, when, successive government comes with one slogan, and then everybody latch onto that slogan, whether there are successes recorded or not. And then we begin to try to patronize, the administration until the end of that administration. The last administration came with a transformation agenda. The one before that was the rule of law. And it became a big slogan. Until the last administration left, we did not know. Even some members, some of the party chieftain kept telling us, how wonderful and how good and how brilliant, the administration was performing until they left. And this one also, we might not see the rots until they leave office. But be that as it may, the first reaction from the government was that they didn't know how Mena got, what was reinstated. And then subsequently, Garba Shehu, the media aide to the president, I can't presume that the mouthpiece of the president said that it was a baggage of the previous government, and in fact it was smuggled in by members of who were loyal to PDP until the memos started flying that in fact it was indeed a legal advice, a request from the office of the Attorney General, and then subsequently the head of service, gave the puncher when she said, look, in fact, she quoted dates, briefed Mr. President, and I told him the grave implication of this. So, now, the question is, what is obvious is that at some point, some persons were lying to Nigerians. You can take it as an isolated case. But it is that one isolated case that will tell how others that are unisolated that we did not know about were treated, and which was why we didn't get much result. And so that's why Nigerians are asking that there is more to this than meet the eye. Asking that Mr. Mena be dismissed is not enough, because he's been dismissed before now. So you can't dismiss a man that had already been dismissed.
All right.
And so it's not enough also to tell Nigerians that, look, the president will respond. The report is on his table. These are issues that borders on integrity of government,
all right,
and that borders also on the anti-corruption fight. And so if we're truly genuine and sincere in fighting corruption holistically, I expected that these issues should be taken as they come, right, and not wait until maybe we're tired of it to respond to them.
Mr. Liberals Oshoma, we'll take a breather, but when we come back, my guests here in the studio will give us a benefit of all the angles that we have here, the moral aspect of it, the political aspect of it, and the legal aspect of it. And you will make sense of it, but that's in a moment, everyone. Join us again.